Hello friends, how are you? Today we're diving deep into the world of smartwatches and what it takes to build a successful brand from the ground up. Now, many of you are aware of Indian YouTuber Techburner's ambitious attempt to launch his own smartwatch. While the final product might not have lived up to everyone's expectations, you gotta respect the hustle. It's a ton of work for anyone, let alone someone without a background in manufacturing. Hats off to him and his team for putting in the work and actually bringing a product to market. But more than that, it's a valuable lesson for anyone else out there with a dream of launching their own tech brand. Because the truth is, there's a lot more to it than just slapping your logo on a device and calling it a day. India is brimming with talented individuals who just need that extra push of courage and technical know-how to make their mark. So, whether you're a budding entrepreneur or just curious about the tech world, stick around because we're breaking down the essential steps to building a successful smartwatch brand. Alright, before you even think about sketching designs or picking out watch faces, you gotta do your homework. And I'm not talking about just browsing some tech blogs, we're talking about in-depth market research here. First up, who are you building this smartwatch for? If you're a YouTuber like Techburner, your audience data is gold. Dive deep into the analytics, understand their demographics, their interests, and what they're willing to spend on a smartwatch. But don't stop there. Remember, your YouTube audience is just a starting point. You need a broader understanding of the smartwatch market as a whole. Next, it's time for a competitive analysis. Don't just focus on the big players like Apple or Samsung. Look at what other successful Indian brands like Noise, Boat, and Firebolt are doing. What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? Where are the gaps in the market? This is where things get interesting. Techburner identified a demand for premium materials like stainless steel, something not commonly found in that price range. He also saw an opportunity to improve sensor accuracy and introduce new features that were missing from competitors. This kind of deep dive into the market is what allows you to carve out your own niche and create a product that truly stands out. Once you know your audience and your competition, it's time to start thinking about your brand. And I'm not just talking about picking a cool name and designing a slick logo. This is about your brand identity, your story, and what sets you apart from the competition. What is your unique value proposition? Are you all about fitness tracking? Maybe you're focused on battery life or eco-friendly materials. Whatever it is, make it clear, make it compelling, and make sure it resonates with your target audience. And remember, pricing is a crucial part of your brand positioning. You need to find that sweet spot between affordability and perceived value. Don't overprice for the sake of it, but don't undervalue your product either. Be transparent about your pricing and be ready to justify it. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of finding the right manufacturing partners. This is not the time to cut corners. You need a manufacturer with a proven track record of delivering quality products on time and within budget. Do your due diligence, visit factories, and don't be afraid to ask tough questions. Remember, your brand reputation is on the line. Alright, now let's talk design. This is where things get fun, but it's also where a lot of brands stumble. Remember, this is a smartwatch we're talking about, not just a mini computer strapped to your wrist. It needs to look good, feel good, and be intuitive to use. User experience is everything. Pay attention to the details. Is the watch comfortable to wear all day? Is the display bright and easy to read in direct sunlight? Is the software smooth and responsive? These small details can make or break the user experience. Durability is another crucial factor. No one wants a smartwatch that scratches easily or falls apart after a few months of use. Invest in high-quality materials for the casing, the straps, and especially the display. Gorilla Glass is pretty much the standard these days, but don't be afraid to explore other options. And let's not forget about software optimization. Your smartwatch is only as good as the software that powers it. Develop a user-friendly app that seamlessly integrates with both Android and iOS. And make sure the watch itself is responsive, bug-free, and a joy to use. Remember, a great user experience is what keeps people coming back for more. Chapter 4. Step 4. Marketing. It's time to get the word out. So, you've got a killer smartwatch, you've built a strong brand, and you're ready to launch. Now what? It's time to get the word out there. And as a YouTuber, you've got a head start. Your channel is your platform to build hype and get people excited about your product. Start teasing early. Share behind-the-scenes glimpses of the design process, highlight key features, and build anticipation for the launch. But here's the key. Be authentic, be transparent, and don't overpromise. Let the product speak for itself. Collaborating with other influencers is another great way to amplify your reach. Reach out to tech reviewers, lifestyle vloggers, and anyone else who aligns with your brand. Send them early units, get their feedback, and encourage them to share their honest thoughts with their audience. And of course, you need a solid social media strategy. Create engaging content, run contests, and interact with your followers. Build a community around your brand and get people talking. Remember, word of mouth is still one of the most powerful marketing tools out there. Chapter 5. Step 5. Distribution and launch. Get it into people's hands. Okay, you've got the hype going, now it's time to actually get your smartwatch into people's hands. And in today's world, you've got options. E-commerce platforms like Amazon and Flipkart are a no-brainer. They give you instant access to a massive audience and handle a lot of the logistics for you. But don't underestimate the power of your own website. It gives you more control over the branding, the messaging, and the overall customer experience. Plus, you can capture valuable customer data that you wouldn't get from a third-party platform. Limited pre-orders are a great way to create a sense of exclusivity and reward your early supporters. Offer a discount or some exclusive perks to incentivize people to buy early. This also helps you gauge demand and fine-tune your inventory before the official launch. And depending on your target market, don't rule out offline distribution. Partnering with retail stores can give you wider reach, especially in smaller cities and towns. Just make sure you choose your retail partners carefully and that they align with your brand image. Chapter 6. Step 6. Post-launch support. The journey doesn't end there. Launching a product is a huge accomplishment, but it's just the beginning. The real work starts after you've shipped the first batch. Why? Because building a successful brand is about building long-term relationships with your customers, and that starts with stellar customer service. Make sure you have a system in place to handle returns, answer queries promptly, and address any issues that may arise. A positive customer experience can go a long way in building brand loyalty. Don't be afraid to ask for feedback. Send out surveys, run polls on social media, and most importantly, listen to what your customers are saying. Use their feedback to improve your product, your marketing, and your overall brand strategy. The tech world moves fast, so you need to be prepared to keep up. Regular software updates are crucial for fixing bugs, improving performance, and adding new features. Keep your customers engaged and excited about your product by constantly innovating and improving. Remember, the goal is to build a brand that people know, trust, and recommend to their friends. Building a legacy, one smartwatch at a time. So, there you have it, a behind-the-scenes look at what it takes to launch a successful smartwatch brand. It's a challenging journey, but with the right planning, execution, and dedication, it's definitely achievable. Thank you. Hope you found some useful ideas from this video. Remember, it's not just about creating a great product, it's about building a brand that people love and trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any video on this channel. Now go out there and build something incredible.